Imagine this: the last thing someone hears before they fade away, before their journey ends, is your voice. The voice of someone they trusted, someone they couldn't forget. What if I told you that in every interaction, in every moment you speak, you're shaping someone's final memory? Today, we're diving into the powerful impact of your voice. Welcome to the video that'll change the way you think about the words you say. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to explore one of the most profound and often underestimated powers you possess: the voice. The last thing some people hear could be your voice, and what that means for them, for you, and for the relationships you build. Stay tuned because we're going deep into the psychology, impact, and real-life scenarios of this extraordinary connect. Section 1. Why voice matters. Our voice is so much more than a tool for communication. It's a vehicle for conveying emotion, personality, and connection. We often focus on the words we say, but the way we say them holds significant weight. In fact, studies suggest that tone, pitch, and delivery contribute 38% of communication, surpassing the importance of the actual words by a substantial margin. This means that when we speak, we're not just transferring information. We're sharing a part of ourselves. Think about it like this. The voice is an emotional currency. When you greet someone with a cheery good morning, it's not just a simple exchange of words. The tone you use can immediately set the stage for how the rest of the conversation will unfold. A bright, warm tone might make someone feel energized and welcomed, while a flat or rushed tone could make them feel overlooked or disconnected. Your voice is more than a mechanical sound. It is an emotional conduit that impacts how people perceive your message. This emotional power becomes even more pronounced during moments of vulnerability, such as farewells. Imagine a caregiver bidding farewell to a loved one. The words "I love you" can carry so many layers depending on how they are spoken. If whispered with a gentle, tender tone, they could evoke a deep sense of warmth and reassurance. On the other hand, if said hurriedly or with stress, those same words might carry an undertone of anxiety or regret, leaving the listener with a different emotional impression. In this way, the voice becomes an instrument of emotional expression, often communicating more than words alone. The impact of our voice is also evident in the realm of public speaking and content creation. As a YouTuber or presenter, your voice is your brand. Whether you're narrating a tutorial, storytelling, or simply sharing your thoughts, your voice gives life to your content. A confident, enthusiastic delivery will make even the most mundane subject captivating, while a monotonous tone might lose your audience's attention. That's why many speakers, actors, and creators put so much effort into mastering their vocal delivery, because they understand that it's not just the information they share, but the emotional energy they convey that resonates with their listeners in every interaction. Conscious or not, your voice is shaping the mood, creating a connection, and influencing how people feel about the words you say. It's a reminder that communication goes far beyond just language. It's about the energy and emotion you invest in your message. So next time you speak, pay attention to the tone you're using. It may be the most powerful part of your message. Section 2. The science of last words. Let's dive deeper into the fascinating science behind this phenomenon and explore how powerful the mind really is when it comes to the sounds we hear, especially at pivotal moments in life. Imagine this. You're sitting with a loved one and they're facing a difficult moment. Maybe it's an emotional challenge or even the end of their life. The last words they hear from you are full of love, warmth, and encouragement. These words, though spoken just moments ago, could leave an imprint on their psyche long after the moment has passed. Why? It's all thanks to something called the recency effect. This psychological phenomenon suggests that we tend to remember the most recent experiences, sounds, or memories longer than those from earlier in the day or even in life. In other words, the last impression is often the one that sticks with us the longest. So when someone hears comforting words in their final moments, they're likely to carry that sense of love and connection with them, forever etched in their memory. This is where the science of auditory memory comes into play. Auditory memory is a fascinating process by which our brains store and recall sounds, voices, and even the emotional tone behind them. This type of memory is incredibly powerful because, unlike visual memory, sounds don't fade away easily. Your voice, in particular, can act as a mental anchor in someone's mind, especially during times of high stress or emotional turmoil. Think about it. When someone faces the unknown or struggles with a deep emotional challenge, your voice can be the calm in the storm. It's not just about the words you say, but how they resonate emotionally. Research in neuroscience shows that our brains are wired to respond to emotional tones and voices. Whether it's the soothing, melodic cadence of a loved one's reassurance or the firm, steady encouragement that makes us feel empowered. This is why for many, the last sound they hear, the voice of someone they care about, can become a deeply cherished memory. In extreme cases, like at the end of life, that voice may be the final connection to the world they leave behind. Even after the moment is past, the memory of that voice lingers. It's not just a fleeting sound. It becomes a mental and emotional anchor. When someone thinks back on their life, that voice may be one of the most powerful reminders of love, support, and comfort. And in the end, it's not just about the words you say. It's about the lasting impression those words create, becoming a permanent part of someone's emotional landscape. So the next time you speak to someone facing a challenge, remember your voice might just be the last thing they remember. Make it count. Section 3. How does this relate to you? Now you might be wondering, this is heavy, but how does this relate to me in everyday life? Well, let's break it down with some real-world examples. The power of your voice, both spoken and unspoken, is far-reaching, and it plays a critical role in shaping how others perceive and respond to you. 1. At work, imagine you're in a meeting and one of your colleagues looks overwhelmed. The atmosphere is tense, and everyone's feeling the pressure. That's when your calm, reassuring voice can make all the difference. Picture this. You step in with a simple phrase, "You've got this. I believe in you." It might seem like a small gesture, but that supportive tone could provide the boost they need to push through the challenge. Studies show that positive reinforcement, especially in stressful situations, can help reduce anxiety and increase focus. In fact, when people feel supported by their peers, they are more likely to perform better under pressure. So whether you're the team leader or just a supportive coworker, your words hold the potential to uplift and motivate others, fostering a more productive and positive work environment. 2. In relationships. Your voice plays a significant role in personal connections too. Think about the last thing you said to your partner or close friend during an argument or a difficult conversation. Was it supportive or dismissive? Research indicates that the tone and content of the last words exchanged in an interaction can linger longer than we realize, often influencing future feelings and behaviors. Now imagine instead of saying, "I don't care," you say, "I'm here for you." The difference is monumental. It's not just about the words themselves, but how they're delivered. In relationships, a warm, empathetic tone can soothe tension and foster connection, while a cold or dismissive voice can create emotional distance. The last thing you say to someone at the end of a conversation, whether it's a loved one or a friend, could be the memory they carry with them. It can either build trust or erode it. 3. In public speaking or content creation, even if you never fully realize the impact of your words, they have the potential to reach people in ways you can't predict. Consider a motivational speech or a podcast you listen to. The speaker's words might seem like just another broadcast, but to someone going through a tough time, those words could be the exact spark they needed to make a life-altering decision. The famous quote, "You never know how your words might impact someone's day," couldn't be truer. For content creators, speakers, and even casual conversations have the power to inspire and ignite change. Perhaps one of your videos, blog posts, or comments is the thing that pushes someone toward their passion, reaffirms their belief in themselves, or encourages them to take that first step toward a new goal. You may never see the full impact of your words, but rest assured, they do leave ripples in the world. So the next time you're speaking to someone, whether it's at work, with a loved one, or even on a public platform, remember your voice carries power. It's not just about what you say, but how you say it. Your tone, your choice of words, and your timing can leave lasting impressions that shape the world around you. Section 4. How to make your voice count. The power of the human voice is remarkable. It's not just the words we speak, but how we speak them that leaves a lasting impact. The tone, the intention, the empathy. It all plays a crucial role in connecting with others. So how can you harness the profound power of your voice in daily life? Here are a few tips that can make all the difference. 1. Tone is everything. Tone is the invisible force that shapes the meaning behind our words. Have you ever experienced a conversation where the words sounded fine, but something felt off? That's tone at work. The tone of your voice can build trust, create intimacy, or even put up walls. It's not about what you say, but how you say it. Imagine you're giving a motivational speech or simply talking to a friend who's going through a tough time. If your tone is warm, gentle, and encouraging, your words will resonate deeply. On the other hand, a harsh or indifferent tone can turn a moment of support into one of tension. To master your tone, slow down, breathe, and speak with intention. When you're calm and mindful, your words will reflect that, leaving a more positive impression. 2. Speak with empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. And while words are important, it's how we deliver them that makes all the difference. The empathy in your voice shows your genuine care and connection with the person you're speaking to. Have you ever had someone tell you they understood your struggles, but you could feel they weren't really listening? That's because empathy isn't just about saying the right words, it's about how you say them. When your voice aligns with your emotions, you communicate authenticity. This is especially crucial in virtual or written communication, where tone can be easily misinterpreted. Using a calm, compassionate voice can turn a simple statement into a moment of comfort or healing. So before speaking, take a moment to feel what the other person might be experiencing and let your voice reflect that. 3. Leave a lasting impression. Have you ever had a conversation that stuck with you long after it ended? Sometimes it's not the entire exchange that lingers in our minds, but the last word spoken. Ending a conversation with intention can leave an indelible mark on someone's heart. If you're unsure how to wrap up a conversation, consider leaving a kind word or a sincere expression of appreciation. Imagine the impact of ending a conversation with "I appreciate you" or "thank you for your time." Such words carry weight because they're thoughtful and genuine. Whether you're closing a meeting, offering encouragement, or simply saying goodbye, your final words can be a gift, one that resonates with the listener long after. By using tone with purpose, speaking with empathy, and leaving a lasting impression, you can make your voice a tool for connection, trust, and impact. So next time you speak, remember, your voice can be your most powerful ally. Section 5. The power of your voice in creating connections. Your voice is more than just the mechanism we use to communicate. It's a powerful bridge that connects us to the world around us. Think of it as a musical instrument, one that conveys much more than words. The tone, pitch, and rhythm of your voice can instantly create rapport, build trust, and form deeper connections. When we speak authentically, we tap into the heart of human interaction, making our conversations not only meaningful but also unforgettable. Now let's dive into why this matters. Have you ever noticed how someone's voice can immediately set the mood? A calm, soothing tone can ease your stress, while an enthusiastic pitch can inspire you. It's not just the words that matter. It's how those words are delivered. The warmth of a voice, the subtle inflections, and the rhythm of speech all contribute to how we perceive the message. This is why when you speak from a place of authenticity, the conversation feels natural and the connection feels genuine. There's an undeniable magic in a person's voice when it's sincere. Think about the last time you were upset and someone's voice helped calm you down. Perhaps it was a friend's comforting words or a loved one offering empathy. That reassurance conveyed through their voice is often more powerful than any advice they might give. It's the sound of understanding and care that makes you feel heard, seen, and valued. It's a bridge that transcends physical distance, even in a digital world where face-to-face interactions are becoming less frequent. Conversely, when voices are insincere or lacking warmth, it can have the opposite effect. We've all experienced the feeling of talking to someone whose tone seems distant, detached, or hurried. That lack of connection can leave us feeling isolated or unimportant, no matter how informative the conversation is. Voice isn't just about what's said, it's about how it's said, and it shapes the way we experience the world and each other. In fact, studies have shown that people are far more likely to trust and engage with someone whose voice expresses warmth and authenticity. This is why, whether you're leading a team, speaking to a friend, or making a YouTube video, the energy in your voice can play a pivotal role in the outcome. It's not just about getting your message across. It's about how you make the other person feel. So next time you speak, consider the power of your voice. It's more than a tool for communication. It's a bridge to empathy, understanding, and connection. Whether you're comforting a friend or motivating a crowd, Remember that your voice carries the potential to make a lasting impact. Speak from the heart and watch as those connections grow stronger. Section 6. The impact of your voice in the digital age in today's fast-paced, screen-dominated world. The importance of the spoken word might seem diminished. After all, we're bombarded with text messages, emails, and social media posts every day. However, the truth is the power of your voice remains as vital as ever, perhaps even more so. Our podcasts, YouTube videos, voice messages, and other forms of digital communication are reshaping the way we connect, making the sound of your voice a unique and powerful tool. Consider the rise of podcasts. These audio shows have taken the world by storm, with millions of people tuning in daily. There's something inherently personal about hearing someone's voice, especially when it's paired with a message that resonates deeply. Your voice becomes a familiar, comforting presence. Whether it's a podcast host sharing stories or an expert offering advice, that voice can create a sense of closeness, even if the speaker is thousands of miles away. The power of voice in these spaces is undeniable. Listeners don't just hear words, they feel them. This emotional connection fosters loyalty and engagement that text alone can't replicate. Similarly, YouTube videos tap into the power of vocal expression. The way you say something, your tone, inflection, and emotion can make all the difference. Think about the YouTubers you follow. Often it's not just the content they create, but how they present it. A well-delivered joke or an encouraging word can transform an ordinary video into a personal conversation, making viewers feel seen and understood. It's no surprise that YouTubers with distinct, engaging voices build massive following. Your voice becomes more than a vehicle for information. It becomes the bridge that connects you to an audience in a meaningful way. Then there's the voice message. It's a simple yet powerful tool that allows us to convey emotion and personality in ways that text simply can't. A voice message can express joy, sympathy, excitement, or support, all with nuances that text lacks. Have you ever sent or received a voice message from a friend? The tone of their voice often carries more weight than the words themselves. It's like sending a little piece of your personality through the airwaves, something that can be felt on the other end. In the digital space, your voice can travel farther and faster than ever before, reaching people from different walks of life, across countries, or even continents. Your words, infused with emotion and intention, can leave an imprint that lasts long after the message has been delivered. In an age where text and images are abundant, the human voice still has the power to cut through the noise. It's a reminder that even when we're not physically present, our voice can still be the anchor people return to for connection, comfort, and inspiration. Voice and leadership isn't just about making decisions or having a clear vision. It's about how you communicate those decisions and that vision to others. A leader's voice is an often overlooked yet profoundly impactful tool that can inspire, guide, and motivate. It is the medium through which a leader's values, intentions, and confidence are transmitted to their team. In fact, the way a leader speaks can shape the entire culture of a group or organization. When we think of some of the world's most iconic leaders, like Winston Churchill, Martin Luther King Jr., or even modern figures like Barack Obama, one striking similarity is their voice. These leaders weren't just articulate. Their voices resonated with conviction and purpose. Churchill's wartime speeches didn't merely inform. They rallied the spirits of a nation in its darkest hours. King's "I Have a Dream" speech didn't just express hope. It became a call to action that ignited a movement for equality. The power of their voices was not just in what they said, but in how they said it. Every pause, every emphasis, every rise and fall of tone conveyed emotion, power, and authenticity. The power of a leader's voice comes from more than just the words spoken. It's about tone, clarity, and timing. A confident leader knows when to raise their voice to ignite passion, or when to speak softly to create a sense of calm. This adaptability is crucial. In high-pressure situations, a leader's voice can be a stabilizing force that reassures the team, creating trust in the face of uncertainty. When people are unsure or anxious, a steady, clear voice can help them focus, regain confidence, and move forward. Furthermore, the voice of a leader is inherently tied to their authenticity. Leaders who speak from the heart with sincerity build genuine connections with their followers. When you speak with conviction and passion, It shows that you believe in your cause and in those you're leading. This belief becomes contagious. People want to follow leaders who inspire them, and a leader's voice is often the first thing that ignites that inspiration. Consider the countless examples in both history and modern-day leadership, where the words of a leader transformed a moment or a movement. The voice is the spark that ignites belief, the tool that fosters unity, and the force that keeps teams moving toward shared goals. Whether you're leading in a corporate setting, a community project, or your personal life, remember that the power of your voice is just as important as your vision and decision-making skills. When you speak with clarity and conviction, you give others the confidence to follow you into new challenges, making your leadership truly effective. So as we wrap up, remember this. Your voice is more than just sound. It's an incredibly powerful tool that can shape memories, create lasting connections, and inspire change. Whether you're speaking to a friend, leading a team, or simply sending a message, your voice holds the power to leave an imprint that lasts. Thanks again for watching. Drop a comment below and let me know how you plan to use your voice to make a positive impact. If you found this video valuable, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful insights. Until next time, remember, the last thing they hear might just be your voice. Use it wisely.